So somebody's alleging that you are soliciting nude images from a minor.
Less than 24 hours after being sworn in as deputy, Kai Kromer was suddenly confronted by investigators for committing one of the most unforgivable crimes. And unfortunately, the pieces of evidence against him are quite solid.
Did he send you any pictures of himself?
Yes.
Anything nude?
Yes.
On March 4th, 2024, 19-year-old Kai Stuart Kromer was officially sworn in as a deputy trainee with the Indian River County Sheriff's Office.
Starting out crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but how did you do that when you know you were gonna get, when you know it was a...
Just hours after the ceremony, Kromer reported to Vero Beach High School as a part of a routine orientation visit. But while he was on campus, a student recognized him. The student reported that Kromer had previously contacted her on Snapchat, allegedly asking her to send explicit images. School staff immediately alerted the authorities, and an investigation began almost instantly as detectives quickly obtained a search warrant for Kromer's phone.
So, I'm going to explain why I'm here, okay? Before I do that, this is the subject of criminal investigation, okay? So I'm going to advise you your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand these rights? Okay. So, the reason I'm here is the Sheriff's Office received a complaint, and as a result of that complaint, an investigation was launched. Okay? And the complaint was that you were still trying to solicit photos from an underage minor. Okay? So, in response to that, a search warrant was issued. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you that search warrant now.
Any search warrant we do for anything, we have to read the search warrant to the person we're serving it to, or the house, or whatever the case may be. So this is going to be for you.
Standard procedure. We have to do this. So, in the name of the state of Florida, to all in singular. The Sheriff of Indian River County, his lawful deputies, the Commissioner of Florida Department of Law Enforcement, any duly constituted agents in any public. I'm going to ask you now, are you willing to speak to me?
Right now, we only have one side, so.
I mean, what is the outcome of this investigation? What are the avenues that you can take here? Am I leaving here in handcuffs?
No, we're talking to you.
We have probable cause for your
warrant. So
phone.
your warrant's going, your phone's
That's
going
just for
with
the
us.
phone.
This is crazy to me.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, we were not happy when we heard about that this morning.
No.
We were pulled in this morning and said, hey, something popped up. Somebody's alleging certain situation. You guys need to look into it. So that's what we did.
Are you worried about the outcome so bad? Like, you already did the crime. Like, bro, don't be worried about the outcome now.
Right now, we only have one person that we spoke to, and we never, as you know, you never arrest somebody on one person's story. So that's
if I get
why.
arrested, it's fine. I mean,
If what?
you said you never arrest somebody with one side.
Right, we've only talked to one person. We didn't talk to you, so that's why we're here. We got the search warrant for the
We're here to
phone.
collect evidence. Okay, your phone.
I'd like
is
to hear your
implicated,
side,
and
though.
Your messages are implicated in somebody talking to a 16-year-old. Okay, so we have to look into that. We can't just ignore that.
Right.
So we'd like to hear your side of the story if you're willing to speak to us, but that's your decision. If you want to talk to us and tell us what's going on,
Fantastic.
and great. You want to tell us, hey, pound sand, I don't want to speak to you. That's your right as a citizen as well. I can't direct you what you need to do now. I can only ask you with your rights in mind if you're willing to speak to me.
And if I'm not willing to speak to you, I mean, what
You're
happens?
going to walk
We
out the
take
door
your
and go
phone.
home.
We take your phone.
We're going to take your phone. That's it.
I know this
And
whole
I don't
situation
mean to
sucks.
be disrespectful to you too.
Absolutely, I get
It's
it.
just, I mean, the way I was raised, have a lawyer.
Okay.
It's totally your call. I get
I don't
it.
want to be disrespectful to you guys. I don't want to.
It's not being disrespectful. That's why the first thing we do is, these are your rights.
These are
We
your
have an
rights.
investigation, like you
That's
said.
it.
So somebody's alleging that you are soliciting nude images from a minor. That's what the allegations are. That's why we're here. We never.
It's crazy.
Us to get a search warrant for your phone. It in no way at this point gave us probable cause to arrest you right now. Because like I said, we have one person's side of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have your phone. If in your phone you have a bunch of kitty porn, then we got problems. So, but like Detective Scribner said, we read your rights. Honest to God, we never want to talk to one of our own. It sucks, but it is what it is. Just like you go on the road, you got to take every call as it comes. So we had a call that we had to investigate. What we have gathered so far gave us enough probable cause to get a search warrant for your phone. It in no way at this point gave us probable cause to arrest you right now. Because like I said, we have one person's side of the story. Now we have your phone. If in your phone you have a bunch of kitty porn, then we got problems. So, but like Detective Scribner said, we read your rights. It is completely up to you. It's not disrespectful in any way, but it's completely up to you. If you want to tell us anything, you have the right to stop at any point. If you don't want to talk to us and say, no, you know what, I want a lawyer, absolutely understand. It's your call, man.
I mean, I don't want to say that I want a lawyer and then go to jail while you have my phone.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not in handcuffs, you're not going to jail right now. Okay? You are not going to jail right now. If you want to talk to a lawyer, 100%, we understand. We're not here to make up your mind and do that. We're not here to sway you. I'm telling you right now, if you say lawyer, I'm out the door.
Right.
Okay? There's gonna be some administrative stuff on the side.
Just
That's
because
all
it's an
convenient
investigation.
Because it's an investigation. But right now, the only thing I'm here to do is collect your phone. And if you would like to speak to me, great. If you don't, great.
Understood.
So that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you direction one way or the other. I've read you your rights. If you want a lawyer, 100% understand.
With your phone, I will say, I'm sure you heard the part, it's court ordered that you're compelled to allow access to the phone via biometrics, meaning if it's face recognition
I have
or...
no problem with that. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just the
All right.
the interviewing.
No, I get
Do
it.
you have a
man.
password for your phone?
Yes, would you like to take it down?
Yes.
Holy crap. It's an iPhone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
It's a long password.
Like I said, with the counts, I don't have my phone, so I can't do anything about that. But I'll be home soon and whatnot. So, bye. Thank you.
I would have stepped out, but my work phone has case information on it. Not necessarily yours, but a lot.
A good way to do business. All right, thanks, sir. Have any questions for us?
Do you have my number?
I don't think so. No, sorry. Jot it down.
Sir, do you have your cell phone on you?
During a forensic review of Cromer's device, detectives reported finding digital evidence indicating inappropriate communication with minors. The findings gave investigators probable cause to move forward with an
Doing this as an officer? Why are you doing this in general? Like, your job doesn't mean nothing. You just threw away your job for some dumb little kid. Go deal with a grown-up. Like, come on, you...
arrest, as well as contact and interview the victims of Cromer's misconducts, according to the information found on his device. The first was the 16-year-old victim who found the suspect in the school and reported.
Guy that was sending me, who was asking me to send him.
Do you have water in there now? You look nervous.
Yeah.
You do. You're not in trouble. You know that, right? Okay. What's your date of birth?
You're not in trouble, okay? So, I get this is hard to talk about in front of two complete strangers. So, we're going to take this nice and slow here real fast. Now, you said a guy was sending you messages asking you for news.
Yes.
So, what platform was he messaging you?
Snapchat.
Okay. And what is your name on Snapchat? And what was the name of the person sending you messages?
Kai Cromer.
Is that what it comes up on Snapchat?
Yes.
So just to give an idea of what we do this every day, all day. So we're detectives with Special Victims Unit. So we investigate anything that has to do with basically a person, like your actual physical, whether it's images, whether it's threatening, extortion, that kind of thing, whether it's actually, child pornography, unfortunately, sexual battery. So we see it all. He's done it a lot longer than I have, but even in my short time, I don't think there's anything that surprises me at this point. So
doubt it.
what's uncomfortable to you is kind of like second nature to us. So I don't know, I'm sure it's not going to help you relax, but again, you didn't do anything wrong. Even if you sent him something that you didn't want to say anything, and it doesn't matter what happened. Result. Okay.
So when did he start contacting you?
So I knew him from, I think it was 2 years ago, probably now. I worked. I was.
Something about the law people gotta know. When you got evidence on a case, like you always, let me not say you always win. If that evidence is very usable, you always win your case or your thing.
We didn't really speak, but that's how we met. But he added me through Quick Add on Snapchat. So it pretty much, if you don't know what that is, it's pretty much just you can click the add button and it pulls up anybody that's a mutual friend. So maybe you have someone that he has on Snapchat, so it pulls your name up and you can add anyone there.
Okay.
So he added me off of that.
And that was 2 years ago, you said?
No. I knew him from 2 years ago.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
This was, I want to say maybe a month ago.
Okay.
He added me off of that. We were snapping back and forth. He didn't really do anything, like, when we started talking. I didn't know that he was over the age of 18, because I knew him from before, so I didn't think anything of it.
Okay.
And then he started, like, asking me. So he first said I was really pretty, so thank you. And then, he then asked me if I could take off my leggings for him and show him, and I told him no. Told him I had to leave the house soon, so I couldn't. And then he asked me just to keep the leggings on and show him, and I said no, I have to leave. I didn't really know what else to say at that point, and then I thought he would stop because I said no.
Right.
What I was saying, if your case is strong enough like hers, you can go to the cops and say, oh, I got evidence on this person. But if you, like, say you were in a situation where you argued with someone, where you said some crazy stuff, now on the back end, it's gonna be crazier for you because you already said that crazy stuff. But if y'all got some value from this channel, I would love for y'all to join. I would love for y'all to subscribe to my channel and go on a journey with me.